Chartering Your Own Career Paths. Introduction. The fork in the road. Have you ever faced a moment in your career where you had to make a tough choice? A fork in the road that felt like it could change everything. These are the defining moments of our professional lives. You either take control and define them, or you let them define you. Today, I want to share my story with you. A journey of career changes, personal growth, and the crucial decisions that shape my 46-year career. We'll explore how these moments can either lead you to progress and fulfillment or hold you back from your true potential. The wheel of life and the career journey. We often talk about a career as an important part of the wheel of life, one of the key domains that contributes to our overall sense of balance and fulfillment. It's about more than just a job. It's about finding meaning, purpose, and a sense of identity. It's where we set goals, measure our progress and success, and spend a significant portion of our time. For me, this wheel has spanned through several different companies and roles. In my journey, I found two companies that gave me a true sense of complementary satisfaction and work-life balance. The first was in the early part of my career, from 1981 to 1990. I started as a young electrical engineer at the country's biggest power utility. In just 9 years, I rose from a junior engineer to a division manager. I traveled locally, gained deep technical and unique management experience, and built a reputation I was proud of. The second was from 1993 to 2014 at a U.S. multinational corporation, where I started in the field as an electrical superintendent and worked my way up to a C-suite executive in project management. Here, I had global exposure, foreign assignments, and executive trainings and development that sharpened both my leadership and management skills and provided much financial stability. I was considered a trailblazer for succeeding key office expatriate positions and setting the blaze for local succession after me. Defining moments. You either define them or they define you. My first defining moment, a path not taken. My career journey began in 1979, right after I graduated. My first job was teaching at a state college in my home city. I was comfortable, and I was good at it. I even enrolled on my MBA on the weekends. But there was something missing. I realized I love sharing knowledge, but I had a deep desire to gain hands-on technical experience in my engineering field of choice. I had a choice: stay in a secure, comfortable teaching job close to my family, or take a risk and pursue the experience I craved. This was my first defining moment. After 2 years, I chose to resign despite a promotion. I knew that leaving my comfort zone was the only way to get the technical skills I needed for the end game of my career. The second defining moment, choosing uncertainty. In 1981, I joined the country's biggest power utility company. The first 6 months were a huge test. By the end of the second month, I had to choose between a permanent, higher paying position as a control engineer at a substation, which was within my home city, and an uncertain, lower-paying junior engineer position in a different division away from my home city. Uncertain because the position I was being offered there is yet to be created within 6 months, with no assurance of higher management approval. It was being justified as an additional position for organizational expansion. At the time, I had the opportunity to take what most people would have taken, the safer path. But I looked beyond the immediate reward. I saw that the junior engineer position would give me a wider and deeper range of experience and faster growth. So I took a brave risk. I chose the uncertainty to secure a well-meaning experience. That decision paid off. I was given a permanent position before the end of 6 months. I learned that I was a strong problem solver and an analytical thinker. I traveled to several parts of the Philippines for work and learned more about what I love doing. I also learned the discipline of always showing up on time, no matter how late I had worked the night before. A high standard of work ethic I was always proud of. My third defining moment, the end game. After more than 2 decades at that US multinational company, I was at another crucial turning point. I had a long and meaningful career there. I'd started in international construction projects, moved into home office engineering management, and had numerous foreign assignments. I was even the first local hire promoted to replace 2 key expatriate executives. My resume was a testament to my hard work and commitment to execution excellence. By late 2013, I was faced with another difficult question. Do I stay the course and wait for my shot at the top job, the general manager position, a role that had always been held by an expatriate? Or was it time to let go and focus on what I knew was my true end game? I had a strong feeling I wouldn't get the top job. A new expatriate GM from the US had just taken the helm early in the year and was likely to stay for at least 5 years. My name was always on the succession plan, but it seemed I was never the successor. I spent 3 months reflecting deeply on this. I knew I had the skills and experience to lead, but I also knew my company's history. So I made the hardest choice yet. I decided to leave and take an early retirement, transitioning to a new role as a vice president at a French multinational company. This new job was a crucial bridge to my ultimate goal. It gave me the space and time to get certified as a John Maxwell team coach. In a beautiful twist of fate, this path led me right back to where I started. It allowed me to return to what I discovered I loved doing in my very first job: teaching, sharing knowledge, and helping people develop through coaching and mentoring. This time, however, it was on my own terms. This was the real end game. Conclusion. What career story are you writing? My career was filled with defining moments, forks in the road where the choice I made determined the direction of my life. I've learned that when your priorities are clear, your decisions become easy. These choices taught me valuable lessons about myself, my purpose, and what truly matters. So let me leave you with a few questions to reflect on, no matter where you are in your own career journey. If you are just starting out, what are you doing today that will support the person you want to become tomorrow? If you're in the middle of your career, are you happy with the direction you're headed? Are you waiting for a promotion? Or are you creating your own opportunities? Are you letting circumstances define you? Or are you charting your own career path? And if you're at the sunset of your career, what have you learned from the choices you've made? What else can you do with your gifts, your talents, and experience to leave something worthwhile behind? Ultimately, the person you become at the end of your career is the sum of every choice you've made along the way. Make those choices count while you can. Live with no regrets. And remember, it's your story to write. For our next area of life, we will dig deep into the area of life that helps shape our best and higher self. What we do to become and to have the capacity to remain. Kindly like and share to others, especially to those I may never meet. Good day ahead.